Alright, now, what if there was a controller company, a throttle controller company, that actually listened to what we were saying? It is too hard to select the correct mode that you want, when you want it, without going through their pre-programmed steps. Most controllers go through the whole menu, starting at their highest preset first. Hikeit have listened. Introducing the Hikeit XS. Woo! Let's have a look at this baby. The Hikeit XS has a dial on it that helps select the mode that you want straight away. If you are on the hills and you quickly need to select EC mode, boom, you're there. If you needed to select high mode, boom, you're there. If that's not fast enough, you got two preset buttons here. Boom, boom, you're there. No more messing around under the dash, trying to find the buttons, flicking through settings. You're there. Hikeit XS. I wish I had have had this installed last week when I was down at Abercrombie. I love the Hikeit. It took over the iDrive for me. It's a little bit more stylish, I found, and it fitted quite well in the car. But just like the iDrive, the issue I have with these, which I figured out last week, was that when I needed to select a particular mode, the first button press always takes you to the highest setting, which in this case it's the H1. Now this ramps up to H9 all the way down to almost nothing. But that is always going to be your first press on all these controllers. So imagine me, Abercrombie, practically vertical, going down it and up the whoops. I really needed to select the economy mode, which is really good for slowing down the pedal shake and stopping the car from jerking. When I press mode to change it, it changed straight to hike. What a difference that would have made. Should we install it? What do you reckon? Now, you people are gonna absolutely love this controller. Not only does it serve an actual purpose, it feels fantastic to use. Like, the pressing is so satisfying. And when you see the screen on, which I'll show you in a moment, it's bright and brilliant. You'll love it. The dial, it's a real premium product. I do like it. Okay, so the Hikeit XS, like many of the other controls, has 10 functions built in. A lot of these will seem familiar, a lot may not. I'll quickly go through them with you. First up, valet mode. Valet mode is a slower mode that you can set when parking the truck, car, van, so that it doesn't accelerate over a particular speed. Anti-slip mode is like 4x4 mode, but it's a lot slower again. 4x4, also known as economy mode in other controllers. It has 10 settings, 10 levels. It will help improve fuel economy with a dampened response. It's handy in such situations as driving off-road, towing, or maybe even beach driving. On the other side, we've got cruise mode. Again, 10 levels. So it's kind of like the sports and tow mode that you would be more familiar with if you've used controllers before. It's a little bit more power, but it's not going to blow your socks off. Then, stepping up, we've got sports mode. It's sort of like a stepped back version of the Hikeit mode, or ultimate mode as other controllers might call it, the premium, but a bit dialed back. Again, with 10 levels. It's perfect for towing anything and will adjust your driving to the application. Then, of course, you've got Hikeit, or performance mode. This is the duck's nuts. Again, 10 settings, and it's intense. There's only throttle. You can't touch the pedal without the car moving, so it eliminates any lag and gives you full power of the engine immediately. Did I say launch mode? Launch mode is also known as the overtake mode, and it's one of the quick step buttons. It's the big L on the dial. Now this is for taking over people on the highway and stuff like that, where you just need that oomph really quickly and you don't want to be dialing around with the dials or on the other controllers flicking through and trying to get to that part there. But so if you push the L button and launch into a Hikeit mode performance, push it again to turn it off. There is also anti-theft and throttle lock. A lot of controllers are coming out with this now. It's not new. By activating the anti-theft throttle lock, you'll be able to lock your vehicle's accelerator. Please note your vehicle's still able to start and idle. Max RPM 1500. Okay, so if you can turn the car and put it into gear, then you can idle away. So it's not a foolproof ban, and also if they just know what they're looking for, they can just remove the controller, so don't rely on that as a security device. It's just a nice little thing to have. Am I missing one? Auto mode. Let the controller do all the work for you. Yep, we all know what that would be. The Hikeit XS comes with a dimming mode, so at night time you don't want that big blue light shining in your face. It will dim to the conditions. In bright conditions it'll lighten up, so you can still see what you're doing. So that's a Hikeit XS in a nutshell. Let's go and play with it. Alright, so trying to show you how well a throttle control works on a video is next to impossible, but let's give it a go. I'm going to go for a quick scout around this area and see if there's some kind of obstacle I could tackle. That should work, I think. Let's give that a go. We all know how Hikeit mode is like. We all know economy mode. I want to try this 4x4 economy mode and see if it feels any different to normal. That's what it's in now. Okay, so a little bit about the test vehicle. This is a 2017 Toyota Land Cruiser 79 series. It has upgraded tune. We're doing 650 newton meters of torque, and I think it's about 127 kilowatts. Obviously clutch has been done and exhaust has been done. It's still DPF active, 100% street legal. Without the throttle controller, it's a little bit of a handful on most things. If you're in the whoops, then you find yourself bouncing a lot just from foot position. It's something you can learn to correct yourself. You don't need a throttle controller to get around it, but throttle controllers definitely make it a lot easier to drive. I'm in, what is it? Eco 4x4, and it's only on level 7, so it's actually pretty high. It's about mid-range, I would say, and it's really subdued. Here's a few little bumps. Yeah, so even like punching the throttle, the car's not responding at all. It's like taken all that out of it. So I'm like, nothing. So, not bad at all. Let's change it to launch mode, which is yeah, all the power's there. I nearly even stalled it. Okay, I found this little spot. It's probably the best I can do. It's not very steep, but it is pretty rutted out. So I'm going to see how, with no brakes, the eco mode goes up in number 7. going backwards. I think I need to find a deeper spot, but that just ate it up. Now I'll go up in high this time to show you the difference in how much the car jumps around. Alright, so that wrecked the track a lot more. Alright, so big difference there in the two modes. If you were listening to the engine while going up that, like rewind it, you could hear the engine when I had it in the hiking mode go rah, 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 rah. So that was from when I hit this, because the pedal is so sensitive, the car jerks. That's what's good about having the Hikeit controllers, or any controller for that matter, with a eco mode or a low mode. And what's even better with the XS is being able to access it with a click of a, not even a click, with a turn of a button. So yeah, that's what made it all jumpy. And look how much it's eaten up the track in the Hikeit mode. When we went up the track in, let me get out of the wind. When we went up the track in eco mode or 4x4 mode, it was really subdued, and being only in rear wheel drive, we were still able to maintain traction the whole way up without even breaking the top layer of this sand here. So big plus for that. All right, we've been testing this for a while out here today. So let me know, do you have any more questions? No entry, road closed. Do you have any more questions? If you do, please drop them in the comments down below. I'd like to hear them. I've had comments before on the reels where they found the controller too hard to see and manage. I think it's the opposite to that, in my own opinion. I think having the dial, once you learn the positions of where everything is, like I can still see the screen. Like I know I'm on Eco 4x4. One up from that is automatic, one up from that is off. Like I've learnt that in a day. So once you know where you are, it's easy just to quickly switch over. I'm now back in 4x4. So any questions, please drop them in the comments. I'd love to help you out. If I can answer them, I will. If I can't answer them, I'll get the answers for you. So let's keep going. So, should you buy a throttle controller? The short answer is 100% yes, but you don't own a four-wheel drive. Why would I need 4x4 mode and eco mode and Hikeit mode? Why would I need all this? Well, in our next video, we are going to be testing the Hikeit XS in a V8 Touareg, Volkswagen. It's 800 Newton meters of torque, 400 and something kilowatts of power off the shelf. Ooh, nice little spot in here. Oh. I'll have to remember this one next time I come camping. And it's literally a street car. Why am I putting it in there? Because I can see the benefits of subduing that car in the streets to save fuel. It boasts about a 9 litre per 100 on the highway. In town, we're looking at about 17 litres per 100, and we can get that up to 29 litres per 100 because it's a V8, and everyone loves a V8, especially me. That's why I've got a V8. That's why I've got 2 V8s. So, link up in the description up here, and have a look, watch that video if you don't own a four-wheel drive and still are not convinced whether or not you should get a throttle controller. Should you buy the XS? 100%. I would buy that every day of the week and twice on Saturday. I like it that much. I do. I love the XT, the X9, And I also loved the iDrive. So throttle controllers are in my blood. I've been using them since I owned a car. So yes, get yourself a throttle controller. The benefits outweigh the cost. I mean, the cost is minimal. It's a luxury. The cost is minimal. Just get yourself a good one. Hikeit, two on the market. If you go for the X9, they got all different shades of colors and wonderful varieties of the rainbow. So jump into hikeit.com.au, have a look through their catalog and get yourself a controller now. I am going to go for another little explore and wrap this video up. So I'm going to leave it with you. And like I say on all my videos, no, I don't say keep the shiny side up, that's someone else. See you on the trails.